Good morning. It is morning. I still can't get to sleep. It's 4:43. Okay. Uh, well, I can't sleep. And you can only sit out at -30 so long. Gee. So, I'm shooting for 200 videos by Christmas. I have 124 now. It's not impossible that I can make it. I'm not sure why I want to. But, well, we're here. Might as well be doing something. I can't sleep. So, I hope you're having a good day. I say that with a degree of sincerity. Or if you're trying to sleep, gee, that's hard. I never have trouble sleeping. So when I can't sleep, I kind of wonder, what am I missing? So today we're going to do chicken and dumplings. There's no G in there. Dumplings. And I well remember when my youngest son's opera singing lady called and said, "All right, this is really humbling for me," she said. Oh, gee, what's going on? She said, "Could you please tell me how to make dumplings?" Or she said dumplings. I said they're dumplings. I thought, you gotta be kidding. She wasn't kidding. Oh my goodness, did I ever have fun. Well, I led her through the most complicated method that had ever been known to mankind to put together dumplings. I had never done them like that before, but I thought, I'm really enjoying this. Okay. That woman knew how to cook. She was of German background, and not so much on, not spice. I mean, little Mennonite, kind of like they don't spice. I don't know if German people has a real spice much, but she didn't. And so, oh, did I wax eloquent? Oh, it probably took her a day to kind of sort through how I told her how to make the dumplings. Well, I didn't bother to tell her. What I do is I step over to my pantry and I pull out a box of what is called Bisquick. I think that's what it's called. Well, it takes about 4.5 minutes to make the dumpling stuff. Anyways, I still enjoyed it. She sang in Mexico and all over the place, taught at a university down there, and I thought, pretty smart girl, and you sure can sing. But I'm not going to give my recipe away for chicken and dumplings too easy. And then I thought, oh, why not? So anyways, I take a very, very large pot. I put about, however much liquid I want in there, and a couple of chickens. You can use one. Oh, dear Lord. If you buy your chickens up here in Fort Mac, you only want to use one. Otherwise, you're going to have to put a second mortgage on the house. My little ranch southwest of Calgary, which is just about to go away. Gee. And, you should have seen the kitchen. Oh my. anyways, in my stove. Gee, nothing like cooking with gas, let me tell you that. And so anyways, you take one chicken, or if you're going to Costco, you take about 3, and throw them in the pot. Bring it up to a boil, and spice like a lot. I have some very favorite spices that I use in almost everything, and there's a rationale for that. They're good. And so salt and pepper, Himalayan salt is better. It's kind of pink. It's available at Costco. I haven't. Next time I'm down there, I'm going to. Well, the bodybuilder told me that was the best stuff to use, and anything she says, I just simply accept as being the truth, because, well, if you ever met her, you'd understand. And so anyways, I get the chicken on there and boiling away, and I introduce my spice, Montreal chicken spice. This is kind of funny. I mean, I use Montreal chicken spice on everything. Well, not pancakes, but everything else, let me tell you, children. And so I lay a lot of that into the chickens that are boiling, and I don't rush the dumplings, because it does not take me 9 hours to make them. As I told my daughter-in-law how to do it, it probably took her 10. And in life you want to learn how to laugh, children, because, geez, don't take yourself too seriously, otherwise you'll be depressed. And I take roasted garlic and peppers. I might put 2 tablespoons of that in the boiling water with the poor little birds that are cooking like crazy. And Montreal chicken spice, probably a full tablespoon. As I said, salt and pepper. Garlic plus. I lay a fair bit in there. And every other blessed spice that I think wouldn't be offensive to the birds, which are long since past caring, but nonetheless, you don't want to offend anything necessarily. And I really boil that stuff, and then I'll simmer it. I'll turn it down for a few hours, low, medium, where the boil is just nice and consistent. And I don't want my chicken to be tough, and so you lower the temperature and you let it kind of simmer a bit. If you really have time, I'd start that chicken and dumplings. I'd start it in the morning. And if you're not working, like as I am not yet working, I'm going to deliver some resumes today. And cook it slow. That's what I'm saying. Now, when the meat on the chickens is just about falling off, take a couple of really big egg lifter type things and haul those little birds out in the open. Put them on a rather large a tray so that you can kind of extricate the skin off them. You may like the skin, but it's not going to do you any good. Okay, you've gotten the healthy stuff out of the chicken already by boiling it. Okay, set that off on the side to let it cool down so you don't burn your hands. Now, hopefully, you're getting real close to the supper hour, which some people call dinner, which I don't understand. But then there's breakfast, dinner, and then supper. In my world, it's just the way it is. Hey, I'm not going to correct you on how to call supper supper. I think I just did. Sorry about that. And while the chicken's cooling down, you just go over to that cupboard and you haul out that Bisquick. Let me tell you, you want to make anything, you can use that stuff. Or you can go to the trouble of using flour and baking powder or whatever it's called and mix her up that way. It doesn't matter. Bisquick is kind of like my favorite pancake mix. With it, Costco, of course. Can't remember the name. With it, you just mix water in. That's it. Which is why I've gotten used to it, because that's what you do when you're in the bush on a horse. You don't. Before you get on the horse, you have breakfast, right? And it's easy. It's simple. Now, Bisquick, you have to add milk. And that's all right. You wouldn't do that out in the bush, because you just don't carry milk on a horse, and not very easily, even in the pack boxes. It gets sour. And but anyways, so 5 minutes after you grab the box of Bisquick, take a look at the recipe on it. At least you know how much roughly to throw in there. And it's actually got dumplings right on. Well, it's spelled dumplings, but they're dumplings. And it'll show you how to make the things. And I what's that green stuff that we used to throw on everything until my last wife said she didn't like it. Can't remember. Anyways, dried, flaky stuff. Parsley. Oh boy, that was hard at this time of the morning. Probably be hard at any time of the day. But anyways, lay a bunch of that in there. Bring that chicken broth back up. Make sure there are no bones in there. And so you have to check, because boy, the chicken is well done after about 5-6 hours. And you don't want to choke to death, is what I'm suggesting. Bring that up to a good boil, and take your Bisquick for 5-minute dumplings, and loosely, with a large spoon, loosely cover the top of that large pot of boiling chicken broth. Okay. Then go to work on the chicken and pull the meat off. Get rid of the skin, because children, we don't need the fat represented in the skin, because we already melted it off, rendered it off, boiled it off in the water. So all the nutrient value of a chicken broth, and remember, when I get sick, which is like a 24-hour flu, because I haven't been sick since I was a kid, and I always go to the nearest Chinese restaurant and order a war wonton soup with the spiciest they have, and chilies, and I mean hot sauce, and I burn that whatever cold. It's gone in about 24 hours, but that's all I ever am sick for anyways, and hardly even can mention that, but nonetheless, prep your chicken, the meat, and do it with some degree of decorum. Don't let there be a bone left in there. Your children, well, I doubt very much that a man would watch what I do. So your husband, make sure there are no bones in there, okay? Don't get rid of your husband, okay? And, it's not good. And learn how to do the Heimlich just in case a bone gets past you. And then study your dumplings on the top of the boiling chicken broth. And you may, if you haven't got them packed in there too much, about 4 or 5 minutes, you can turn them over, lay more parsley in there, salt and pepper and Montreal chicken and roasted garlic and peppers and anything else you can think of throwing in there that shouldn't be put in, that you would put in a dessert. Don't spice your chicken and dumplings like you would dessert. You just don't do that, okay? Well, you can. It could be downright creative. And that's the joy of cooking. If you have a pretty strong conviction that you aren't insecure, well, then you're in trouble. Jeez. Okay. Call the family. They should be setting the table anyways, because I don't like doing that. And but there is an art form to it, and we're not even going to talk about it. And about 8 minutes, your dumplings are done. Gentle them out into a pretty bowl. Presentation is really critical. You may, if you have a lot of people who know how to eat, well, you may just make a second batch of dumplings. I mean, you can. I mean, the chicken's not going to go away, and you can do that. Call the family. Take that bowl of dumplings in and set it on the table. If you have a big family who know how to eat, 2 bowls of dumplings. The chicken that you have deboned and gotten rid of the skin, you have the good out of it, and take that in, sit down, and well, I've never done this, but I've seen it on commercials where people kind of throw flour in the air and then try to get under it. I did that with bear spray one time. Not a good thing, children. You have a bear coming at you, and you hit him once with bear spray, and then you chase after him, and you kind of go through a fog, and the next thing you realize, the bear's coming back, and you can hardly see him. Drop to your knee and hit him again with bear spray and pray to God you're going to be able to live to tell the story, which no one will believe anyway. So anyways, God bless you, spice to your taste. I always like to lay a little parsley over my dumplings, kind of green them up a bit, not too much, pepper, coarse pepper, that sort of thing. Hey, God bless. Hey, you have a good day. Don't eat too much. I mean, gee whiz, no use feeling bad about anything like that. But at the same time, food is a glorious commodity that allows you to interact and have some commonality of conversation with people. God bless you, children. You have a good day. Thank you, Thank you.